As a family raising children, have you ever struggled with balancing time for yourself and time for your kids? Have you ever wondered whether or not the activities in which your family was involved were truly aligned with your core values and beliefs? Have you struggled to find a resource for parenting that was really and truly aligned with who your family is culturally, religiously, personally? I have too. My name is Jennifer Ciccarelli, and I'm the creator of Moving Forward with Backward Parenting, a workbook and goals planner for families raising children. Moving Forward with Backward Parenting, this goals workbook and planner isn't here to tell you how to parent. It's not here to tell you that one particular parenting philosophy or strategy or technique is better than any other. This workbook is designed to help you reflect on what characteristics you'd really like to see your child embody as an adult, and then work your way backwards to see if those goals are aligned with what your family is doing these days. This workbook will guide you through a series of activities that asks you to identify first your top 10 personal characteristics that you'd like to see in your kids as adults. For instance, do you hope that your child is resilient, charitable, kind, creative, spiritual? You get to pick. Once you identify those activities, then this goals workbook will walk you through finding activities that are age appropriate, developmentally appropriate, affordable, and local, in which you and your family can become involved so that those characteristics will be grown and nurtured in your child throughout childhood and into adulthood. After you identify those activities that are most important to you, that you'd like to see your child embody as an adult, then we look through, what are you actually doing? How are those activities aligned with what your family is actually involved with at the current time? Are you signing kids up or registering them for activities because you feel like you should, or because everybody else's parents are? Maybe we need to take a look at that. How are those aligned with your core values and your vision of your child as an adult? Moving Forward with Backward Parenting will take you through the process of identifying your characteristics and then laying out your family's calendar and agenda month by month. Using a color-coded system, which is really easy, you'll be able to look at your calendar at a glance and see, wait a minute, what we're doing or how we're investing our time, is that aligned with what we've set out as our goals for our kids? Not only that, you'll be walked through a series of daily reflections if you'd like. Remember, this is for you. You customize this resource as you want. Once you've downloaded and printed in your preferred format, then you can get started working on your Backward Parenting workbook. Start with the instruction page, which outlines what to do monthly, weekly, and daily. The most important thing is to remember you can jump in at any time. It's never too late. The pages are undated just for that reason. Go with what's working for your family's life. Go through first and outline the top 10 priority characteristics for your child. Then you can reflect on what you're already doing in your family's life to foster those characteristics. Guaranteed, there's plenty that you're already working hard on. Then I'd like you to look at the different areas. There's a relationship goals, creativity goals. The first page of the goals is always for the parent, and the second page for the child. It asks you to match some activities that you're already doing with the characteristics that you've picked in different areas. Then you can also identify areas of support in your community, among your friend group, that can act as resources for you during this growth process. On the monthly sheets, put in your family's activity schedule. Make sure you assign a different color for each type of activity so that you can tell at a glance what you're spending most of your time on. You can use the weekly sheets for recording what happens each day, for meal planning, for activity planning, any way you choose. The daily centering sheets are great for outlining your intentions for the day, at work and at home, and your child's intentions for the day, what you hope that they get from their day. And this quote that I've included is really important. Next, in the evening, you can sit down as often as you can and reflect on your day. Where were your struggles? What were your highlights? What do you hope for tomorrow? And then brain dump so that you can get a great night's sleep. The workbook is done completely in black and white, so that's fully customizable to your level of preference. If you like a clean, unadulterated page, you're all set. If you're a planner person and you'd like to decorate it with washi tape, stickers, stamps, colored inks, go for it. It's there for you. The workbook also includes daily intention setting sheets and nightly reflection sheets so that you can think about what went well, what didn't go so well, what you learned in the day, and what was to be celebrated. There are resources for daily, weekly, and monthly. This can sound overwhelming, so you could pick and choose what works best for your family. The workbook is also completely portable. You can print it in an 8.5 by 11 size and put it in a binder. You can use a spiral binding and have it bound at your local office supply store. You can also print it smaller, half size, and put it in a smaller binder to even increase its level of portability. This is something that you should be able to throw in your messenger bag, backpack, or tote bag and work on while your kids are involved in their activities or when you have some quiet time alone. I encourage you to check out Moving Forward with Backward Parenting at my Etsy shop, Backward Parenting. In order to stay motivated, inspired, and on track, I invite you to follow me at Backward Parenting on Instagram. I also invite you to join our Facebook community, Moving Forward with Backward Parenting. There you'll find resources, ideas, suggestions for your bucket lists, things that you can choose to be aligned with your family's identified important characteristics. Remember, backward parenting is actually moving forward. We're starting with the characteristics that we hope our children embody as adults, working our way backward and making sure that the lives we're living are thriving and not just surviving and aligned with what's truly important to us.